Coming up, we'll see two storied franchises. The Packers host the Steelers, a team Green Bay hasn't defeated in the regular season since 1995. It's week 4 of the NFL, and it's next.
Rodgers on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A first carry now. This is Hill. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The completion there for the reigning MVP. And Charles, even though he's slip-sliding towards 40, it is certainly a tough task to ask a defense to stop Aaron Rodgers. But what can they at least try? And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Forward for only about a yard up to the 21. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 16 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender over that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And this throw will be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They run the counter. It's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the 1st round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
The big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down. 18 yards to go. Buying time to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
1st down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Murray has the 1st down and more. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. It's brought in by Harris. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Davante Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Hill going to try the right side. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers has some space here. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, Davante Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Ray McCloud to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it. And
he's got him in, complete. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 77 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description, though. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And some room to maneuver. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rolling to his right. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this time.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now. 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a run for Hill. Powers through him. And he gets it down to the 32. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He goes 91 yards on the kick return. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw is Rodgers. He is going to find Hill here. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Packers have retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
McLeod now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
We got this.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Rodgers throw there, complete to Rodgers.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, slant to Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray
sliding out of the pocket.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Again, it's Harris.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
They're going for it. This is Harris.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
Come on, fellas.
So that challenge, a successful one. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this throw caught left side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes his catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And after the catch, boy, look at the next-gen stats. Says he covered better than 70 yards all told. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Being chased out left. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And all the way down to the 26.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Harris. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And they'll run again.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rodgers now on first down. He hits Adams complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. On play action, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got it. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
McLeod now on the return. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Escaping the pressure right.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Murray now. Flushed out right. He hits his target, Lockett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kyler Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. That's complete to Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Rodgers to throw. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. 3 yards the gain there, second down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
Pass complete, Tonyan.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. To throw is Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
McLeod now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So now the Steelers down by a field goal, 43 seconds to go. Now Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Murray. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it.